Hey everyone. I'm sorry that, I haven't been on YouTube as much as I was in the beginning, but you start something new and it's all exciting and then it kind of gets boring and then you move on to something else and then you do that for a while, come back. Anyway, point is, I'm trying to make up for that. Lots of stuff has been happening. As you read in my last video, I was kind of a little depressed, so I took a step back, from everything that I'm doing and I took some time. I stayed away from my LGBTQ club at school, which I'm like president of one of the clubs that is involved in the area that, the safe place. But I took a break, basically from all that and all the drama with all my friends, and I totally and completely just shut myself off. I went to the movies by myself Friday. I saw Burn After Reading. It was pretty funny. I read a spoiler by mistake on the internet, so it was kind of boring because I knew everything was going to happen, but it was still funny, and I think it was, I guess, worth it. Also, I read some of the stuff that I haven't been doing. I haven't been doing a lot of schoolwork, and that makes me kind of sad on the inside because I'm a big geek, and I like to do my schoolwork. It makes me feel very accomplished to do my schoolwork and proud, and I haven't been doing it lately, and that made me feel bad. But I did do some of it, and I took a test, which I don't think I did that well on, but that was mostly because I didn't understand it until test time, and I was like, oh, that's what you wanted us to do. You didn't explain that at all in the way that you meant it. But whatever, it happens. Um, Mostly, let's see, today I want to give you a summary of my day-to-day, which was pretty funny. Oh, I watched the debate yesterday. I didn't really watch it, though. I was more, like, getting drunk. But I'm gonna watch it later, and, it's all over everywhere on the internet. You can find it anywhere, unedited, hopefully. Haha. um, yeah, so I went to the zoo this morning, with my friends, or rather this afternoon, around 1 o'clock we got to the zoo. We went, we saw the animals, monkey house. I love monkeys. Let's see what else. We went after the zoo, we went to the park, and, basically, we played on the swings. It was kind of my idea. I was like, oh, guys, let's go on the swings. Please, can we go on the swings? So we went to the swings, we had fun there. We also, I climbed, like, there was this enormous, like, rock right next to the park that it was obviously for the children to climb on because it had kind of steps, but not exactly, not well-defined steps, but well enough so that you can step on it and climb up. So I climbed up that, and I was, like, sitting on it and just, relaxing and letting go of everything bad that might have happened today, because, a couple people, some friends can be hurtful to each other, because sometimes we're just all assholes. So, we call each other idiot and dumbass and stuff, and all sometimes at inappropriate times, and it makes us, it makes me feel bad sometimes, but trying to let go of all that and be like, I don't really care, because I shouldn't. It's, we say it to each other in jest, and I shouldn't take it too seriously, but sometimes I do, but, I totally let it go, and I can hardly remember all the times that I was called an idiot today, except for that, by that one person that I hate. Not the point. Yeah, so we did that. We climbed this awesome plaything. I had a lot of fun being a child. Then I went to this conference, or rather, like, more of a presentation. It was kind of a panel, but there were only, like, two people on the panel and a moderator. So, it was about media, and I'm a media major, and also an English literature major. So I found it really interesting. It was about, basically two liberal, one of them is like a sports commentator, journalist, blogger person, and he has like a book out, and he's very prominent in the media world, and I don't know that much about, media, because I don't know, I felt, really young. I realized how young I am. I mean, I'm sitting there in this room full of people who know so much. They just know so much. And I envy them, I really do, because I'm 19 years old and I have no life experience. I mean, the dude, one of the panelists was, he was a baseball player in Russia and a basketball player in Mongolia, and also a journalist in Mongolia. And now he came over here, and he's a freaking, just very prominent figure, and does dozens of different things, and it's just amazing. And Another dude was just like a speechwriter for a president, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. They're old, and I know they're accomplished because they're like 50 or 30 or 40 or whatever, but wow, I felt so young. I was like, when people went up there to ask questions, they were like, oh, well, I'm a junior in NYU, and I'm 23, and I'm like, oh, I'm a junior at my college, but I'm 19 years old. This is kind of awkward. I mean, I've always been the young one. I started school when I was 4, you know, because my birthday's in December, so it's complicated. And it's like I have less time. That's how I feel, you know? I feel like I have less time. I have less of an opportunity to really get more information from other people, because, you know, when you're older, you also have met more people, so you've gotten more sources of information, you have more experience in talking and speaking and in being, I don't know, just better at speaking to people, and I'm just not very good at that. Like, I don't participate in class. I find it really hard to speak to people, which is why YouTube is an amazing resource, because I get to actually speak to someone, or rather not really speak to someone, but technically I'm talking to the audience in, you know, YouTube, or the YouTubers, and I'm getting to actually say things, and you know, I have to be responsible, kind of. It kind of takes away responsibility from what I'm saying, but also it allows me to have some responsibility, and also, you know, just to be able to speak, which is so important, because it's hard. And so, I don't know, I'm really, really young. And it seems so strange, because I don't feel young, but of course, you know, I am. And I will meet people, like, throughout my life, and they will be way more experienced than I will, and I'll always be, like, I'll be in, you know, trying to get a doctorate, but of course I'll be, like, what, 24 or something, instead of, like, 27 or 28, or I don't want to get a master's and a doctor's degree yet. I mean, I think after college, I have to do something. I have to go out and actually do something. I have no life experience. I've never held a real job. Do you know how much that drives me insane? I've always been academia. I mean, I do internship after internship, trying desperately to get, like, experience. But I feel like it's not the same, you know? It's not the same as getting a job in retail, or at, like, Burger King, or I'm not the same as those kids who do that, and I want to be like that. I want to be able to say, oh, well, you know, I have this experience, and I did this when I was in this position, and I mean, I understand, yeah, I'm being trained to be a leader in college and all of that, but I feel like I don't know what it means to follow, so how can I know what it means to lead? I do things merely because I think that they have to be done. That's another thing. I'm not self-motivated. I'm never self-motivated. I always just do things because they have to be done. I don't know what that means. Why do they have to be done? I don't know yet, because I haven't not done them. So I don't know what the chaos is that will ensue if I don't do things, like finish college and all that. And I feel too inexperienced, and sometimes I think crazy things to get, like, experience. I'm like, oh, I should join the army, it'll give me experience. Whew, that's a little far. I don't think I'm gonna do that. God, I hope not. But, I don't know, I feel like I should go study abroad, and even though it's gonna be academia again, you know, it'll be something, it'll be different. I need to go places, I need to meet people, I need to do something with my life. I can't just be here and get an A and be like, yay! I mean, A's are wonderful, they're great. But honestly, I need to get out of here and do something of my own. I need to do something that is because I'm talented, because I'm good at what I'm trying to do. Oh, so that was my rant on how I felt. And I guess time is kind of up, so I don't know. Thanks for listening. And I'm sure that a lot of you feel young or old or whatever, I don't even know. You know, just let me know. Also, yeah. And I have I have to write, like, 3 other things, so I want to incorporate more ideas into this. But I'm just gonna let you go. Bye! Stand by me.